A UCC One financing statement is a legal form. A creditor files this form. They file it to give public notice. This notice shows they have an interest in the personal property of a debtor. Think of it like a public announcement. It tells the world, hey, this person owes me money, and I have a claim on these specific assets if they don't pay me back. This isn't just some casual piece of paper, people. It's a powerful tool. It's about protecting your financial interests when you've extended credit or loaned money. You must understand its importance. Why is a UCC One filing used? It's all about security. If you are a lender or you sell goods on credit, this form is for you. It helps secure the loan or the payment for goods. It establishes your place in line if the debtor cannot pay or declares bankruptcy. Without it, you could be just another unsecured creditor, and you might get pennies on the dollar if anything at all. This filing elevates your claim. It makes you a secured creditor. This is about being smart with your money and protecting your assets. It's a fundamental step in responsible lending. The UCC One gets its name from the Uniform Commercial Code, or UCC. The UCC is a comprehensive set of laws. These laws govern commercial transactions in the United States. Most states have adopted the UCC. This helps make business dealings more consistent and predictable across state lines. So the UCC One isn't just some random form, it's part of a larger legal framework designed to support commerce. Understanding this framework is key. It has real legal power backing it up, so you need to take it seriously. The primary benefit for the secured party is clear. It's about establishing priority. If the debtor defaults on their obligations, or if they file for bankruptcy, having a perfected UCC One filing puts you in a better position. You want to be first in line, or at least higher up the line, when assets are distributed. Don't get caught at the back of the line wondering what happened to your money. This filing helps you stake your claim officially. It is a proactive step you take to safeguard what is yours. It's about financial self-defense. The person or entity who files the UCC One is called the secured party. This is typically the lender. It could be a bank that provided a business loan. It could be a company that sold equipment on credit. It might even be an individual who loaned money for a business venture. If you are the one who is owed money and you have taken collateral to secure that debt, you are the secured party. You are the one who needs this protection. You've put your money or your goods out there. Now it's your responsibility to secure your position properly. The other party involved is the debtor. This is the individual or business who owes the money or obligation to the secured party. They are the borrower. They are the buyer who purchased goods on credit. The UCC One financing statement must clearly and accurately identify the debtor. This includes their correct legal name and address. Any mistake here can be a very big problem. The form makes it plain who owes what to whom. There should be no confusion, people. Clarity is essential for the filing to be effective. There are many common situations where a UCC One filing is necessary. Think about business loans where assets like equipment or accounts receivable are pledged as collateral. Consider equipment financing, where the equipment itself secures the loan. Inventory financing is another big one. The inventory serves as the collateral. Even when a business sells goods to another business on account, a UCC One might be filed on those goods until they are paid for. If there's valuable personal property collateral involved in a financial transaction, you should absolutely be thinking about a UCC One filing. It's that simple. It's crucial to understand that a UCC One filing is based on an underlying security agreement. This is the contract between the debtor and the secured party. This agreement grants the secured party a security interest in the specified collateral. You can't just file a UCC One willy-nilly without a legitimate reason and this foundational agreement. That security agreement is your proof. It outlines the terms, the collateral, and the obligations. Get it in writing and make sure it's solid. The UCC One then perfects the interest created by that agreement. Preparing the UCC One form requires careful attention to detail. The most critical information includes the debtor's exact legal name and their correct address. For a business, this is the name registered with the state. For an individual, it's their legal name. The secured party's name and address must also be accurate. Accuracy here is not just important, it is absolutely critical. Even a small mistake, a typo in a name, or an incorrect address, can render your filing ineffective. This could cost you big time down the road, so be meticulous. Next, you must describe the collateral. This is the property that secures the debt. The description needs to be specific enough to reasonably identify what is covered. Sometimes a broad description like all assets or all inventory might be permissible, depending on the security agreement and state law. Other times you might need to list specific pieces of equipment with serial numbers. This description tells the world exactly what property the secured party has a claim on. Don't be vague, be as clear and comprehensive as the situation demands. Review your security agreement for this. You need to know where to file the UCC One. For most types of collateral, you file it with a central state-level agency. This is usually the Secretary of State's office in the state where the debtor is located. For a registered organization like a corporation or LLC, this is its state of incorporation or organization. For an individual debtor, it's usually their state of residence. Some specific types of collateral, like fixtures attached to real estate, might have different filing rules, sometimes involving county recorder offices. You must check the specific rules for your state and situation. Call them up or check their website. Once you know where to file, you need to know how. Most states now offer online filing systems. This is often the fastest and most efficient method. You can typically create an account, fill out the form electronically, and pay the fee online. Alternatively, you can usually still file by mail. You would download the form, fill it out, and mail it with the payment, whichever method you choose. Make sure you pay the required filing fee. And always keep copies of everything you file, along with proof of filing and payment. This is your record, don't lose it. I cannot stress this enough. Double check, triple check, and then check again all the information on your UCC One form. This means the debtor's name, the secured party's name, all addresses, and especially the collateral description. Typos, misspellings, or using a trade name instead of a legal name for the debtor can invalidate your filing. If your filing is invalid, it's like you never filed it at all. This means you lose your secured status. Get a second pair of eyes to review the form before you submit it if possible. Precision is paramount. There are filing fees associated with UCC One statements. These fees vary from state to state. They are generally not very expensive, often ranging from a small amount for electronic filings to a bit more for paper filings. You can find the current fee schedule on the website of the relevant state filing office, usually the Secretary of State. This fee is a mandatory part of the process. Factor this small cost into your transaction. It's a very small price to pay for the significant protection that a properly filed UCC One provides. Don't skip this. You must act with honesty and strictly follow the law when filing a UCC One. You should only file a financing statement if you have a legitimate, authenticated security agreement with the debtor that grants you a security interest in the described collateral. Filing a UCC One without a valid underlying debt or security agreement, or filing one with false information, can have very serious legal consequences. This includes potential civil liability for damages caused by the wrongful filing. Don't play games here. The law is the law, and it's there for a reason. The consequences of errors or wrongful filings can be severe. If your UCC One has significant errors, another creditor or a bankruptcy trustee might be able to challenge it. Your claim could be deemed unsecured, pushing you to the back of the line for repayment. For wrongful filings, those made without a legitimate basis, you could face penalties, fines, and lawsuits from the debtor for slander of title or other damages. This is serious business, people. Doing it right is not optional. Protect yourself and your financial interests, but always do it the right way, the honest way, and the legal way.